Hey everyone, welcome to beautiful Chiang Mai, Thailand. Today we're going to do a short yoga sequence just to move the body and get some stretching in. And this is a perfect class for recovery or just general stretching, or you just want to move a little bit, maybe on a rest day. So all you need today is a mat and your positive attitude. Let's get started. All right, team, let's go get into child's pose. So knees are as wide as the mat, toes are together, stretch the arms all the way forward and let the head relax on the mat. Take some deep breaths here. Deeply inhaling and exhaling all the way out. Do this at your own pace, with your own breath. Let the body relax. Now go ahead and raise the hips into the air so that the knees and hips are aligned. Stretch those hands all the way forward, and this is a puppy pose. So really arch the back, let the chest sink towards the ground, and just a different variation here. We're hitting the T-spine a little bit here. Feeling the nice stretch through the shoulders. Continuing your deep breathing. Now let's just go ahead and incorporate some movement. So take your right hand, go ahead and bring it up and stretch it through. So a thread the needle pose. Getting a nice twist through the back. Feeling that spinal extension with a twist. Go ahead and come back to your puppy pose. So arms are forward, hips are still in the air, forehead towards the ground. And let's do the other side now. So left hand comes up and through, thread the needle. Feel that nice upper body twist. From here, go ahead, come back up. Hands are forward again, forehead on the mat. Nice stretch. Now let's come up to all fours and do some cat-cow. So go ahead and look up, arch the back, round forward, nose to belly button, and do this at your own pace a few times. Come back to a neutral spine. From here, go ahead and take your left leg forward and lean into the stretch. So we're going to get into some hip opening here. And if your hands can reach the ground, they can reach the ground. If not, it's no problem. Have them up on the knee and really concentrate on taking some deep breaths here and letting the hips relax, and see how much lower that you can let your hips sink towards the ground. Just close your eyes, deep breaths. With every exhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper into your pose. Just let it go a little deeper. We hold so much stress in our hips. So when we can finally relax and let that stress go, we can start to feel better in our mind and body by letting those muscles relax. From here, just come back a little bit. Now take that front knee and do some clockwise rotations. And now some counterclockwise rotations with that hip. Remember, try to keep the back straight as possible, so not rounding forward, but trying to keep that spinal integrity in everything that we do. Now go ahead and lean back. You can lean back as far as you'd like. You can even sit down on that heel and do a nice forward fold stretch so we can really get into the hamstring here. When we're doing forward folds, back is straight, hinging at the hips so that the chest goes towards the thighs, not rounding the head towards the thighs. Let's go ahead and come back up. One more switch forward here, and then we are going to switch to the other side. So in order to do that, let's do a little bit of side stretching. So let's just pop that hip and that leg out to the side and get a nice half groin stretch here. So you can sink into this as much as you need. Just kick that leg out, get a really good stretch here. Don't forget to smile. It always helps. You can rock forward and back too. Sometimes that feels good to get some movement. Do what your body's telling you to do. All right, now let's go ahead and switch to the other leg. So now, your other leg, probably your right leg if you're following along with me, is forward. Left leg extended to the back, and just sink into this pose. If you're having knee troubles, you can actually take your mat and roll it over a bit and get some more cushion if that works for you. Just let it relax. Deep breaths. Eyes are closed or gazing something on the ground about 4 feet in front of you. Back is straight, not rounding. Slow, deep breaths, and with every exhale, try to sink a bit deeper into your pose. From here, let's go ahead and do some movement in the hips, so some clockwise rotations with the front knee. And counterclockwise. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and scoot back into that hamstring stretch so you can sit on the leg, fold forward, whatever feels good. If this is a bit intense for you, you can have both feet forward. And then hinging at the hips. Nice, flat back, stretching forward, chest is going forward. Breathe here. All right, go ahead and come out of that pose. From here, we're gonna stretch out the inner thigh on this leg. So let's just go ahead and shoot that leg out to the side. Get a good stretch. You can rock forward and back or stationary. Do what feels good for you. You can gaze at that spot 4 feet in front of you or just have your eyes closed and enjoy the stretch. Don't forget your breathing. All right, team, from here, let's just do a last good stretch for the glutes. We're gonna get into pigeon pose. So just bring the foot that was already folded, bring that knee forward and get into your pigeon pose. If you need to have blocks or anything underneath you, go ahead and get those blocks or pillows. If this is not accessible for you, check this out. Just lay on your back and grab that foot and you're doing the same pose. So find which pose works best for you in that. I'm gonna get back into pigeon here. So back foot's extended, front foot is forward, and just find whatever comfortable, relaxing position works for you. So you may be up on your elbows, maybe you're flat down. Just relax into this spot. Take a few deep breaths. Okay, go ahead and come up. We're gonna switch to the other side. So if you're on your back, just go ahead and switch legs. If you're following me, let's just go ahead and switch to the other side. So now, left leg extended back, right knee forward. Get into your position, whatever feels best for you. And take some nice deep breaths and relax. Be mindful that you're not shrugging your shoulders in any of these poses, so shoulders are always down the back, working on posture. Try to relax a little bit more into the pose with each deep breath. Okay, go ahead and come out of that pose, back to your seated position. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope your whole body feels better since we hit all the major muscle groups today. And I will see you on the mat very soon. Bye, everyone.